Okay, this video is for February 2024. My name is Rich and this is Elma, and we're just going to kind of go through what our budget is, and then we're going to look at how we did in February and January, and then how we're doing so far in March. Now we'll go ahead and do a budget video every month, but I think you'll have a good time seeing what we're up to. So anyway, here is our budget. Now, our budget is set at $3,000 a month. Now, that doesn't mean that we're spending $3,000. We're just allowing ourselves the luxury of being able to spend that. But this little lady you're very frugal. I'm the one that spends all the money in this house.
Yeah, you are.
I am.
Grocery, you're the one like whatever. But I don't care.
I know. She lets me buy whatever I want at the grocery store, and trust me, I don't skimp. I figure I'm here in the Philippines, I'm enjoying my life and my retirement, worked all my life very hard to make what I make, and we're able to put a lot of savings away living over here, so I don't worry about what the grocery bill is. But I'm going to kind of show you what the groceries are. I'm going to talk about each one of the categories, and I'm not trying to tell you that this is your budget. I know a lot of YouTubers, they say, well, you know, everybody has a different budget and everybody makes a lot of different money and it depends on your lifestyle. Well, I'm going to kind of take it, yeah, that is what they say, but to me that doesn't really help a lot. What we're going to do is, especially Elma, she's going to take a lot of photos and videos about the Philippines, and then I'll talk about how much it costs to do all the different things and what our actual budget is. So a lot of people, you know, make budget videos and are telling you that, oh, you can live on $800 a month here. You can, but you're not going to have air conditioning, are you?
No, I guess you have, but you know, it depends how to use it. Like sometimes you use like during 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I guess that would be fine.
Well, that's during the hottest part of the day. Now, we'll talk about electricity as we go down, but everybody in general, from America and Australia, United Kingdom, they like to have their air conditioning at night when they're sleeping. And
of course, even me, I'm Filipina, but I love to sleep.
Yeah, me budget $200. Now, we don't eat out a tremendous amount,
That
but
was you spending that 200 peso.
Yeah, I'm going to hesitate for a second here, and I'm going to pop up some photos. So we do like to go eat out, and here's beautiful Elma. That's in Las Vegas, in front of the South Point Casino. So we like to go eat out. If we're in Vegas, you know, we'll eat at almost anywhere, right? The buffets and steak and
No.
Japanese.
No, because you played, and then when you win, at the time that we go.
Oh yeah, she says we can only eat if I win. If I don't win, we don't make money. We just eat. We eat McDonald's, right?
No, it's not.
So anyway, this was us a few years ago, and we are a eating out kind of couple. So this is Johnny, her brother-in-law, and we ate out last week, and this was what I had, which, what is that, sisig?
Sisig.
Yeah, sisig, and Johnny had some kind, I don't know.
We have the same foods on that time.
You and Johnny?
We just ordered a pork. Yeah, that was a pork.
Was it pork? Okay, cool. And basically a meal for 3 was right about, I don't know, what was it, $6-7 for 3 of us? I know it was under 10.
Yeah. Mine is some kind of not even 200.
Right.
And they were both the same. And
200 and 200. Now I was 200, so 600. We were right about $10.50. So here we're eating in Opal. That was Monday. This was like Wednesday, and we're eating at the restaurant that overlooks the ocean there. So we're actually calamari was $2.50. Crispy shrimp was $2.50. So you're looking at, with the exchange rate being 55, you're looking at, less than $5 for appetizers, and then salads and seafood. It's just a great place to eat. I'll flip those around, honey.
Okay. That's cool.
So this whole meal with the two of us ended up being like $12.60, something like that. And it's not something we do a lot, but we do go out and eat and we enjoy ourselves. And I got a pretty good budget put in there because whenever we want to go, we want to go.
He's a right eater now.
We don't have to worry about the money or whether it's in our budget.
Rice.
Huh?
You're a rice eater because you order a lot of rice.
I know.
You're collecting
I am eating rice. I love my rice now.
Are you talking about dollar there or peso?
Okay, so this whole budget is set up on dollars, and where I have pictures of things, I will show you the difference between the peso and the dollar. So I'll try to translate the dollars as much as I can. So quickly, before I get into each one of the categories, like we were starting to do there with eating out, I'm just going to talk about the categories first. First of all, we got eating out, food, and then we have groceries at $500 a month. All other saver card is anything that we put on our debit card, mops, brooms. We bought a little swimming pool the other day. All those kind of things go into the all other, and it's usually put on our debit card. Now, if I use cash, I will take it out of our cash account. But right now, all other is kind of like, all the different junk that you buy. Our rent is $385 a month. Our HOH fees is $190 for Golden Glow and $160 a year for Vista Verde. Now we are renting here in Vista Verde right now, so we're paying $160 in the HOA fees. We own a lot over in Golden Glow, and we're going to start building a new home there in the next few months. So we got to pay the HOA fees for both places, and that is for the year. Our electricity bill, the budget is $120. Meds, budget is $230, and most of this is me because she's very healthy. Insulin.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, thank you, Lord. Insulin is $22 a bottle, and I usually get about five bottles a month. Now I brought a lot over from the U.S. with me. So I haven't been buying any for the last couple months, but that's the budget. And then you got Phil Health, which is 17,000 pesos for the year for Elma, Mama, and I. Entertainment, just extra money that we spend having parties, doing different things. I don't think we spend an awful lot on entertainment, but that's not bad. Travel, we did come back from the U.S. in January 20th, right?
Yes.
And we had to get a couple tickets to go from Cebu over to CDO. So on average, I'm putting away about $200 a month to travel, go different places. Gasoline, $60 a month. Internet, $45. Software packages that I have, some to do the videos, and I have Camtasia for editing, and then I have AI like ChatGPT and Pictory for making little movies, and I have a VPN so that I can watch TV over here in the Philippines, and the VPN helps me when I'm doing my stocks. People can't get in there and look and see what I'm doing. Then we have the cloud storage, and then we have the phone. And the phone is, we've got T-Mobile, both of us. Luckily, I've got a really low rate because I used to be a Best Buy executive, and when I retired, they let me keep that during my retirement. So I've got $32 a month for T-Mobile, and the United States free texting. If I call using my phone, it's 25 cents a minute. So what we did a few years ago is we set up Magic Jack for about $150 I don't remember, was it 3 years or 5
5
years?
years.
5 years, okay.
Yeah.
We did it for 5 years.
By 2025.
Yeah, and then we
Oh, that would be lovely.
we did Globe, and then we do Globe whenever we need to load, the Filipino phones. We both got a couple Filipino phones, and we got a couple American phones, and altogether it runs about $40 a month, which is
No,
very low for us.
it's not the Globe. I paid like
No, Globe?
350 for my month peso. And
Okay.
sometimes I gave you.
You can't see in my message there, but it says Globe load usually. I put $7. So yeah, you said 300 pesos.
350 peso for my monthly
Yeah, that'd be
for
seven.
the one phone.
That'd be $7.
I know.
Okay, $7 plus the 32. We're looking about $39. So our phone budget is about 40. The repairs on the car and the motorcycle are 70 budgeted. Our insurance is 10, and our registration is 10. Spread out over the whole year. We actually, believe it or not, do not even spend $10 on car insurance and registration, but it's very, very low here for car insurance and registration, because the registration was what, about $29 for the year, something like that.
For the car,
Yeah, and then
we
we-
paid like all in all for the car we paid like 4,400 some kind.
For everything, registration,
yeah,
insurance.
for the 1 year.
So 4,000 would be $80.
yeah, with
and that's for the year?
STL. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was
The
both
insurance.
the car insurance and the registration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 4,000 pesos. Water, I put at 12. You don't normally spend, when you go to pay the water, how much do you usually spend?
A water bill, 300 for the monthly. Most likely I paid like 315, 212. It depends, but that was the minimum, you know. I just get the
Right.
minimum.
Basically, it's just the two of us. We don't have any kids here, so if we pay 300, that's good. That's kind of the minimum they charge you for water here,
Just a minimum.
which 300 pesos is right around $6. So I budgeted 12.
Very
And in
far.
cash, we pull the money out of the ATM, and a lot of this money, as we use it, I will take the cash down and move it up into the, like, say we paid cash for the car insurance, it comes out of the cash, so I will calculate that and bring it down. Now, originally in January, I budgeted TV as Netflix and YouTube, and I put it at 73. So our budget for the month is 2,000. And annually, if you hit that 12 months in a row, you're going to spend about 36,000. For us, that's a very comfortable lifestyle. Now, what are we actually doing? Well, if I open this up, in January, we spent $57 eating out. Grocery, we spent $374. Miscellaneous stuff on the debit card was another $323. So as you can see, we're staying pretty well under. Rent, $385. The actual rent really was $364. The HOA fees, we paid those in January. And so we hit the 190 for Globe and Glow, which we don't live there. We just own the property.
190 for the Golden Glow amount.
It's $190 for the year.
For 790. And then here is 990 for a month.
Yeah, but you're speaking pesos. I'm speaking in
I know,
dollars.
I know, but
Okay. So basically, we're paying like $14 in Gold Glow, and we're paying
higher here than the Golden Glow.
the Gold Glow. We're paying about $10. Here, we're paying 14. So I'm really just paying attention to.
I'm confused because I am using peso here. Okay.
I'll edit all this out, but I know you're confused. But we're gonna talk dollars. If you say
Dollar.
peso, then I'll just convert it to dollar. Okay.
I know, those you
All right.
know.
So the electricity bill, I put at $120. It's actually in January. It was
500.
$10. And
Yes, we have.
what I'm going to do here is so the HOA fees are basically $190 a year for the Golden Glow and $160 for Vista Verde.
Opposite.
Once we build the house and move in over there,
Opposite.
then we'll be fine. I'm being told that those are opposite. Golden Glow is cheaper than Vista Verde.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll move those around, put them back. So overall, that comes up to $350. I put a budget in of 30 per month. So 30 times 12 is 360. So that's correct. Now, the reason why our January was 10 was because we weren't here. We were in the U.S. And with our house just running 2 refrigerators and the lights and cameras, all that good stuff, it came out to $10. So for the 4 months we were there, we were paying like $6, $10, $12 a month for electricity. So if you don't turn anything on, that's really the minimum you could expect. So then we have the meds, as I mentioned, and the entertainment, the travel, the internet is $45. This is our budget. And Camtasia, cloud storage, phone, cars, cash miscellaneous, and Netflix comes up to $3,000. Now, in January, with all things considered, we had some travel in there and a bunch of other things. It came up to $2,500, and that's not terrible. If we ended up using $2,500 forever, we'd end up spending about $30,994. So January was a little higher than what we're used to, but it's because we were traveling and kind of getting situated coming back from Chicago to over here. So let's take a look at February. So in February, we'll go back up to the top. Eating out, we didn't eat out too much in February. We were here the whole month, but we ate at Kingston Lodge. We spent $17, $9 at McDonald's, S&R Pizza, $13.75. So that's the whole month. I really didn't eat out too much. So that came up to $39. Groceries, I had to stock up on everything, and I like going to S&R and getting groceries. So it was $461. The budget was $500. But our miscellaneous stuff, we really didn't buy much. When you look at the groceries, I was starting to put in how much I spent on S&R and fruit stand, and it was about $100. But basically just normal groceries. And then we bought some dishes, mops, towels, cleaners for $67. The budget was $400. We used $67. Rent and taxes, $364. We had to pay the HOA fee in February, another $14. Electricity bill was $96.38. Now, we do have 3 air conditioners that we run inside this house, and the reason why it's not in the 300 range is because we put solar on this house last year, and we're going to move it over to the new house when we build the new house. But I put a budget in for 120. That is our nighttime usage. Our daytime usage is covered with all of our solar. The meds, the doctor's appointments, all that. Remember that there's a lot of insulin. That's Eliquis for my heart. Everything, I put a budget of $230. In February, we didn't spend anything. I still haven't signed up for PhilHealth yet, but it's going to be $30 a month. And PhilHealth will basically be, Elma and me and Mama, her mother. That'll be 17,000 pesos a year. I pay a little bit more because I'm a foreigner. And what was PhilHealth for you?
For me, just me,
Yeah,
300 500 a month.
500 a month. So
Yeah, piso.
so $10 a month for her.
Yeah, but
And
if you are, you're the one to member, so I don't need to.
right, so because I'm a foreigner and I'm paying $30 a month, it actually comes out to about $27. Uh, it includes Elma and her mom. So I'll do a whole video on PhilHealth and buying health insurance. I've went through a lot of companies here, and we'll do that as a whole separate video. But I'm just doing PhilHealth, and I'm self-insured for the rest. So didn't spend any money on that. Entertainment, pool parties. We spent some money for cabanas. No big deal. Travel, we didn't go anywhere. No airplanes, no big deal things. Gasoline was $56. Internet was $44. Once again, I bought a whole bunch of software for the whole year. Snagit was $37. AskGPT was $79. I was signed up on the GPT monthly. I went ahead and canceled that, but that was $20 a month. And my Pictory was $159, but that's for 2 years. And my website for $129 was for 3 years. So I spent a lot of money on software in February. The cloud storage is $7. Our phone, as I said before. Then my battery went out. I've had my motorcycle for 3 years, and I ended up having to change out the battery, change the oil. I had an electrical problem. A wire was loose back there. I got all that fixed for $92. In the U.S., that would have cost me easily $300 or $400, easily. Car insurance, we actually did pay for the car for the year, and that was $47. And then the registration was $42. And our water for February was 8.6, and that was 7 bottles of drinking water at 200 pesos. So what is a 5-gallon? How many pesos for 5 gallons?
25 peso for 5 gallons.
25 pesos for 5 gallons.
Yeah, because I did not get the cheap one, the 15 peso.
And she could have got the cheap one at 15 pesos.
Yeah.
But you got the extra filtered magic water for 25 pesos, which is about 50 cents for 5 gallons. And
Very cheap.
so you use 7 bottles, you're looking at $3.50. Water is cheap here. I hate to keep saying that, but I know I used to buy water at Walmart and filtered water at different places, and we were talking 39 cents a gallon at those places. So we were usually looking at about $2 for a bottle, and we're spending 50 cents on it here. Cash, we only used $138, and we did have YouTube TV. I've since canceled that and moved to just watching Netflix and YouTube Premium. I also got a whole bunch of premium channels that I watch using my VPN. So got plenty of movies to watch. And Elma watches her YouTube downstairs. I'm up here in the office upstairs, and life is good. So
We're
monthly
movie.
Yeah, we're
He's
different.
65 inches, I'm 20 inches.
Yeah, but you got the big TV, the 81 inch. I got my 65, but I'm very happy up here in my office. So anyway, for the month we spent $2,052. Now the budget was $3,000, and we spent $2,052. So if you annualize that, that'd be about $24,000 a year. So we are now in about the midpoint of March. So just to get you caught up a little bit, we're halfway through the month of March, and I thought I'd just go ahead and throw them up there on what we're doing so far. So eating $58, grocery right at $156, miscellaneous things on the credit card, the water cooler for the upstairs, all that good stuff. Rent again was $364, HOA fees. I've kind of divided that over the year. We're looking at PhilHealth and entertainment, travel, gas, $31, internet, $44, Standard stuff, we already spent the whole year full of software, so we don't have any software issues. Money. We don't have software that we're paying for. Haven't paid for any storage yet on the cloud, but it'll be about $7. The phone is our standard $32.94. And so far in March, there's been no repairs, no insurance, no registration, and we haven't paid the water bill yet this month, have we?
I already paid for 6 months, but it depends on the usage.
Oh, you paid it out there for 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of
I
going
can
back
pay in
over
advance.
to the office every month and paying in cash for $6,
Lord.
she went ahead and just paid 6 months worth of water, and
Yes, I paid.
gave them like $50 and
Sometimes I
said,
paid 1
take it off. Yeah, sometimes she pays for the whole year. That's fine.
Or HOA, we paid 1 year because
So anyway, now we have Netflix for $7.98, and I went ahead and turned YouTube Premium back on because I got tired of watching all those commercials. And so far, we're halfway through March, and we're at $1,401. We've paid for rent, we've paid for water bills. The only thing we're really expecting is the electricity bill, which should be right about $100. The budget's $120.
it depends on the usage of the aircon.
Yeah, it really does for air conditioning at night.
Night
So
time.
far, budget, can you live on $1,500 a month? Absolutely, and you can live pretty darn good. Now I'm going to show you some prices in the grocery store, just to kind of give you an idea of what they actually live. And this will be pretty fast. We'll just show the picture. We'll tell you how much in pesos and how much in dollars. Okay. Alma and I went down to the store and we were picking up some stuff, and I said, well, let's show the few people how much, like soap and shampoo, pork and hamburger, fish. Alma likes to eat a lot of fish. She doesn't eat very much, but her Filipino lifestyle is rice with fish, and mine is pork and hamburger and steak every now and then. But I do like the pancit, and I do like rice. I don't eat very much of it because I'm diabetic, but I do love to make really hot and spicy soups. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite things that I like to buy and how much they cost. So here's Palmolive shampoo, and okay, we're going to go through these pretty fast. You jump in on whatever you want, you say whatever you want. I'm going to actually convert them from pesos to dollars. So Palmolive, is that shampoo, honey?
Yeah.
So 316 is actually $5.75 for Palmolive. It is expensive. It's about the same price as U.S.
Yeah.
Palmolive in little squeezable bottles. You can get them on sale,
Those
$2.64.
refill. Yeah, those
Yeah.
are refill. So it's cheaper the refill than the bottle.
Okay, so you just put the squeezable into the bottle on the right.
You have a bottle. Yeah.
So you squeeze it in.
Mhm.
So that's $4.80. The Head and Shoulders, 276 pesos is $5.01 when you convert it from a 55
almost
to
the same price.
so
In USA.
yeah, almost the same price, I'd say.
Yeah, because it was.
So the soaps and shampoos are about the same. Now we were talking about this earlier. I don't know if the Tide is any
It was the
cheaper.
laundry.
$4.78 Tide, that would really come out to about $8.70
You're
USD.
the right price.
So a little bit cheaper than the US, but pretty close.
It depends how many ounces. That one is, I don't know how many.
Yeah, I think that thing said it was 50 loads when I looked at the thing. Yeah. So it was a pretty big bag. It's a pretty big bag. And the Joy, now this is like for hand soap, right?
No, those, the for the dishes.
Speak up a little bit, honey.
For the dishes.
For the dishes.
plate.
Okay, yeah, for dishwashing. So 143 pesos will be $2.61. Now, I like this Argentina beef loaf, which is almost like Spam. To give you an idea, there's a meal inside that thing. 20 pesos would be 36 cents. So you could have a meal of meatloaf for
Cheaper,
36 cents.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
It's cheap. And then I love tuna fish, and I'll sometimes get chicken of the sea over at S&R, but I like Century too. It tastes the same as chicken of the sea, and Century at 45 pesos is 83 cents. I think I was paying about $1.20 to $1.40 at Walmart.
Yeah,
in
cheaper
Chicago.
Cheaper here.
It's a lot cheaper. So instead of $1.40, I'm paying
You go Philippine store
83.
in that was very expensive then.
kind of like with the Pepsis. A big 2-liter of Pepsi, we get them by the glass, in a glass jar, and we're only spending 58 cents for a 2-liter in a glass bottle, which tastes a lot better than the plastic bottle. But
True.
the Walmart, oh my goodness. When I was traveling all over the U.S. from October through January, and I kept buying my Pepsis, it was anywhere from $2.47 for a 2-liter down to maybe $160. I am a Pepsi addict. I love it, and I do drink a lot of tea.
I divorced already. So
Okay, you divorced the soda.
Yep.
So anyway, 45 is
Since
83
2019.
cents. Golden Sea, this is premium. This is the really good stuff.
Yeah,
And
that was the real one that you really love to buy.
yeah, premium flakes
It's cheaper
of
here.
tuna, 92 cents. 92 cents a
Cheaper
can. Maling, which is the
Very cheap.
meatloaf, very cheap compared to
Buy in
what
USA.
even if we bought it at
$3.99 in
even if we
USA.
bought it at Aldi's, got the cheap stuff. It was
Filipino
like
store, Asian
$4.
store, that was very expensive there. Maling,
99 pesos.
$4.99.
Yeah, which is
$4.99.
$1.82. You're looking at about half price. Well,
Of course, there always
yeah.
be.
Now we do get Spam. When I lived in Hawaii, I kind of fell in love with Spam, but I do like Spam, and it's from Hormel, and it's good here too. It's a little more expensive for the Hormel. Anytime you buy U.S. goods, it's more expensive. But if you get Maling, you're looking at $1.82. If you're buying the Hormel at S&R, you're paying about $4 for a can of Spam. And then they have all kinds of spaghetti. 143 is $2.60. This is Italian spaghetti,
Those half size.
which is it's half price. $1.39 if you buy local spaghetti sauce. And Hunt's, you're looking at 76. That's $1.39. But it's not as big of a bag of tomato sauce, but it's really good. And then you got the super small, one bag will handle a family for one evening, one meal. So you can make a meal about 3 out of this for 22 pesos, which is 41 cents.
That 22 peso is good for 2 person. If you make a
At
meal.
2 person. Okay, very good. Now this is like Velveeta, and what do we use that in mainly? Spaghetti.
You can use spaghetti, you can use by the salad, you can use by the sandwich. That was it's a cheese.
Yeah, it's good, and it's good tasting cheese. I like it. I actually like it better than Velveeta. But I also buy my California cheese from S&R, and I pay like $14 for a 2-kilo bag, which would be about 4.5 pounds. So anyway, that's Eden cheese. Then we have spices. Spices are very cheap here. You're looking at 14 pesos. 14 pesos is only 27 cents. So you can buy all kinds of. You can buy mushroom soup, chicken soup.
Very part of price in USA.
Yeah.
I know how much that one in the Asian store.
How much is it in Asian?
When I extra worked there before, that one like $1, more than $1, but here is 14 peso and 80. How much
Yeah,
is that?
27
like
cents.
27 cents.
Yeah,
and
so it's
then
4
this
times
one
more
is-
expensive in Texas
First,
when you worked at that Asian
price is
store.
times 4.
Yeah, times 4. And I love
Five
chicken
times
bouillon.
4.
I love beef bouillon. I make all kinds of soups, and I love to spice them up and make them hot. Get my ghost pepper out of North Carolina. Ship that stuff in through Amazon. Just there's certain things that I really like and I like the taste of, like ghost pepper. Kind of hard to find here, but Elma makes these chili flakes. Oh my goodness. When I took those to the U.S., I took them in little Parmesan cheese jars, and those chili peppers would last me for 3 months.
It is organic from my garden.
Organic from her garden. She makes them for free, and I've used it in everything.
Because we have dehydrator, that's why.
She dehydrates them, chops them up, chunks. Oh, they're so good. But anyway, I don't buy a lot of spices here, but when I do, it's usually chicken bouillon and beef bouillon, things like that. We've got lettuce here. That was a whole head of romaine lettuce for 61 pesos, which, well, that was 51 pesos, so we ended up with 93 cents for a big old romaine lettuce that would last me for a week. I could have 5 salads out of that thing for 93 cents. Now, fish, which is her cup of tea, they look good. I can't even pronounce the name of most of this fish, but I think the next photo gets a little closer up. So
Milkfish.
Milkfish is the one in the middle.
Bangos. No, that one, the open, the
The one that marinated, milkfish. And then it is DeWitt, that one in the middle.
275 a kilo.
Yeah, so everything's done in kilos here.
Oh, it's very cheap.
So you're looking at $2.75 for that milkfish. It's $5 USD
For a kilo.
for a kilo. And a kilo is 2.2 pounds for every kilo. So you're looking at about a little under $2.50 a pound for really good fish. Done very well. And on the $2.75, that comes out to $5.
86 that was pampano. But they call
Pompano.
that one, yeah, they call DeWitt. I don't know why they call DeWitt. That was a pampano.
Okay, well they got their signs wrong there. That's pompano.
Yeah, that was pampano. It's not
So,
DeWitt.
yeah, so a little more expensive than the whitefish, but boy,
Pampano is
Look pretty.
it's still expensive in USA then.
yeah, altogether that would be right about $9 for a kilo, 2.2 pounds. So you're looking at about $3.50 a pound for pompano.
Yeah, it's still cheap because.
Now I eat a lot of pork and hamburger. They're both about the same price, and $3.39 would be $6.16 for a kilo, which is 2.2 pounds. So when you're looking at that,
I think it's cheaper here.
oh yeah, you're looking at $3 a pound for hamburger.
In USA, how much per pound?
Usually about 5.
Per,
Now it
just a pound.
did get up to
But
6.
here is a kilo, so.
Right, so it's half
cheaper
price.
Still, yeah.
Yeah, the hamburger and the pork are half price.
Yeah.
I do eat a lot of hamburger and pork in my soups and my taco meat and all that kind of good stuff. So very familiar with buying it from Meijer and Jewel and Walmart, and I'm just really pleased with being able to get quality meat here for a real good price. So we got chicken legs, not chicken, pork legs for 80, which is $1.45 a kilo. So you're looking at pork legs, which, believe it or not, you put those in an air fryer and you spice them up, they're pretty darn good.
It is the 80
Yeah.
per kilo.
It's like hocks. Yeah, 80 for a kilo. So you're looking at $1.45 for a kilo, and that's about 70 cents
Buy that one.
70 cents a
It's
pound.
very cheap.
That's very cheap. You want to go cheap and buy
That was really good for the soup.
it is, and you put it in the air fryer
No,
and
I did
spice
not
it up
know
and then
that.
put it in the soup. Oh, it's really good. And then everybody's got to have French fries, and you're looking at French fries being anywhere from 76 to the bigger bags are $1.15, but at 76 you're looking at $1.45 a pound, and that's not too bad. The French fries are very cheap. I get hash browns for about the same, for about 76. So I can get 12 hash brown cakes, little patties, for uh, 90 pesos, and 90 pesos is only $1.66. So I can get a patty of hash browns for about 10-12 cents each. So those are the kind of things I like to eat. And these classic wedges, they're 91 cents. They're 91 cents. Snicker bars. I put this in because I thought everybody could relate to this. I always consider inflation based on a Snicker bar, whether it's gasoline or a Snicker bar. Now, gasoline over here does run pretty close to the same as it does in the U.S. Right now, it's about 63 pesos for premium gas.
Cheaper in the U.S. because we have 4 liter there,
Yeah.
and here is a
Well,
1
63
liter.
is about $1.10 a liter, and it takes 3.8 liters to make a gallon. So you're looking at pretty close to $4 a gallon. So it is more expensive.
Here,
But
yeah.
compare that to Hawaii, and it's about 30% cheaper. And the whole idea is you got to get the gasoline to an island, and there's no refineries on these islands. So I really, milk is a lot more expensive here. Electricity is more expensive here. Gasoline is more expensive. But a Snicker bar, now, used to be I could buy a Snicker bar, and there was a bigger Snicker bar in the past, but I could get a Snicker bar for about 79 cents. And then it went to 99, then they made the package smaller, and now you're looking at about $1.23, if you're lucky, for a Snicker bar, and it's smaller.
Heard the chocolate, not like you say, if there's an occasion there, the chocolate there is cheaper. Look like giveaway, but here they don't go down, even like Christmas or Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, the holidays they don't drop the
they
prices.
Don't drop the price here.
No, but this will give you an
They
idea.
trick you. They say on sale. They put there in the shelves, and then later on when you go to the counter, you guys said on sale, and then when you pay it, no,
It's the same price. Yeah, they love to say things are on sale, and then when you get there, it's the same price you're always paying. So there's no need to complain because that's just the way it's done here. 281 pesos is $5.12 USD.
But that
The
was
US
a
dollar.
big package.
That's a
or-
big package. There's 6 of them in there, and you can see the 6 on there.
Ah,
See where it says
it's still
6 times,
expensive.
6 times Snicker? Well, I guess you could say it's expensive
It is.
because it's
just
candy bars,
your
but
favorite one.
that actually, the 281 comes out to $5.12, as I said, and then divide that by 6. So the Snicker bar is 85 cents. Now, when I bought Snickers in January in Chicago, I was paying $1.34. Kind of making me mad because I used to get them for 79. But it's kind of the same way at Taco Bell. I used to get a taco for 99 cents. Now it's $1.99. The Big Mac, yeah, you got inflation. So anyway, that gives you an idea. 85 cents per Snicker bar. Gatorade, you're looking at 39. So you're looking at about 70 cents for a Gatorade, which now they go for like $1.29 in America. My favorite, the Oreo, the double stuffed Oreo. I do limit myself to 2 or 3 when I sit down with a bottle of milk. But Oreos are pretty cheap. Milk is not. If you like milk with your Oreo, you're going to pay a lot. So 52.55 is 96 cents. So that is a sleeve of 10 Oreos for what did I say, was 96 cents. My favorite. Now milk, it's kind of hard to find good milk here, but when you do, you're going to pay for it. This is 109 pesos, which is $1.98 a liter. So per gallon, you're paying $8 for fresh milk.
109,
So that is a chocolate milk. They got their labels messed up on the thing there. See here it says Emo chocolate milk, 115. Yeah, I always pay 109, and I try to limit myself to just 2 liters. But this week I got 3, and $6 for 3 liters of milk was ridiculous. But the cows have to stay here in the warm weather and they can't produce milk as well. So you're going to pay extra. Plus, it's not subsidized by the United States government, which the U.S. subsidizes milk to try to make sure that all the kids are able to drink milk like they should. So we're looking at 109 pesos, which is $1.98 a liter. A lot more expensive than gasoline. 3 times more expensive than gasoline. And then we have the standard Procter & Gamble Lay's Pringles, which is $63.95. That is $1.16. Now, normally in the U.S., that would go for about $1.59 to $1.99 for Pringles. So about 25%, 30% cheaper. Then you can get your 3-in-1 coffee mixes. They do have things on sale where if you buy a couple at a time, this one, 50% off. I just took a picture because that was a really good price for coffee creamer. And then we have the Cheese Whiz. We have the small package. We got the big package. We got the pimento package. We got the jars. All of those, when you're looking at like a bottle of Cheese Whiz at 185, you're looking at about $3 for a bottle of Cheese Whiz. And my favorite, the Lucky Me ramen chicken noodles, 52 pesos, which is 95 cents. And then there's 6 of them inside there. See, there's family 6-pack. And they're big. They're big packages. They'll feed the family. 6-pack divided by 6 comes out to 16 cents. Now, I'll put one of these packages in my soup, and I'll make it last for 3 or 4 meals. So for 16 cents, I can get 3 or 4 meals for me. And she doesn't eat a lot of the ramen noodles, but I do. And I put a little chicken bouillon in there to really spice it up. I put some chicken Thai peppers in there, and boy, is it good. Same thing with the spicy beef. Comes out the same, 16 cents a package. So milk, if you want to try to get away cheaper and you can handle the taste of powdered milk, that's the way to go here. And when I cook, I use the powdered milk. Now, when I make a jug of milk, I actually can drink it. I like it, but I like the fresh milk better. So I'm kind of spoiled. I'll just spend extra for my fresh milk, but I don't use my fresh milk for cooking. It's too expensive for that. So I use the fortified, and we buy, it's right here, Nido fortified for young kids, 382, which is $6.90. And for $6.90, I don't know, how long can I make a box of Nido last? A couple months?
No. It's not a couple months because I am the one using that for my coffee. So.
Oh, using it for the coffee. Okay. If it was just me.
Instead of coffee mate, I use Nido.
Instead of coffee mate, you use Nido. Okay. So anyway, that works out pretty good. And of course, I do like my ice cream like a lot of people do. And you're looking at 199 pesos, which is $3.60. So you can get some really good ice cream. Tastes just the same. It's made by Nestle. Really good for $3.60. And I think that's the last of my photos for the grocery. So basically, meat is maybe 30% cheaper than the United States.
Because they're
steaks,
here.
yeah, but steaks are
It's
really
very
expensive. Yeah, if you want a ribeye steak, you can get it at S&R. But I'll tell you what, it's probably the same now between the U.S. and here.
I cannot really find in the store like in New
Well,
Zealand,
ribeyes.
in the wheat market that they cut like a steak there, like
Right.
But here
It's
you
usually
don't.
frozen, and it's from
It's likely
Australia.
frozen from, yes.
Yeah, and you're usually looking at about
Local.
11 or $12 a pound, but the ribeyes in the U.S. are running a lot higher than that now. The prices have really gone up due to inflation, and the inflation overall in the Philippines, we've been here 5 years, the inflation is a lot lower here than what it is in the U.S., but it is still here. When the U.S. was 8-9%, which I never believed it was 8 or 9. You go look at groceries over the last couple of years, and it's crazy. it's like 30% up. Here it only went up about 5%. So does it affect these people, the locals? Yeah, a lot, because their salaries didn't go up. We were lucky to, even get increases in Social Security, and I have side incomes that are coming in, which is it has gone up because of inflation. The income has gone up, the Social Security has gone up, and basically it has not gone up for the Filipinos. The Filipinos average between $250 and $300 a month. So it's very important.
It depends of your position, but some
Right.
people are, they have a high rate,
Well,
monthly.
the doctors and lawyers can make $1,000 a month. President Duterte
Doctors,
was,
they have a big income because it depends. If they have a lot of patients, why not?
well, I know, honey, but still, a big income for you is $1,000. I mean, that you're looking at, 55,000 pesos. Maybe they'll make 2,000, maybe 200,000
Yeah,
pesos.
it depends.
But anyway,
But we know how to use
the
our money.
inflation
It
is
depends on your
hurting
income.
the people that are making $250, $300 a month. When you were working at the mall and you were a cosmetician selling cosmetics, I'll go ahead and say it, but you were making a little less than $200 a month. And
that was before, of course. I worked with 1990s, so of course
Right.
it's different.
Been a
the
few
rate.
years ago.
Yeah, a few years
Yeah.
ago. So what I have, like, that was my money. That was my monthly, like 7,000 peso my monthly. Of course,
That's
I need to
$140.
fit in. Yeah, I need to fit in how much rent, how much my transportation, etc. Blah blah blah. So you need to be, how to budget your money. How was your monthly income? So you cannot use, like, overuse your monthly. Let's say you got 7,000 a month, so you think you pay for 1,700 for your rent or 2,000 for your rent, and how much your
No.
transportation, you save money, whatever.
So if you're getting 7,000 pesos, back then it was about 50 pesos to the dollar. So that was $140 for the month. And you did real well. You lived on that. You were able to
of course
survive.
we know how to budget.
Yes, you do.
The money that we have.
The whole culture here is so good at
Of
handling
course.
their money. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
We know how to budget our money. If that was the income that you got for 15 days, because before I got 1530, so my 15 days, like 3,500. So that's it. So I need to
So you
save
get about
for
you got about $70 for 2 weeks worth of work.
Mhm.
You guys did really good. You
Well,
have 14
before-
brothers and sisters besides yourself.
Before the dollar is like the change on that time here in Philippines, like maybe 20 peso per $1 on that time though. Only right now the dollar, good for us that the dollar is, but it's not good for
Yeah,
the people.
when I first started coming to the Philippines, the peso was 40, and now it's actually 56 now. I keep dividing by 55 to be conservative.
No, the
but-
dollar today when we go bank it's 55.60, so they're going down.
55.60.
Mhm.
Okay. So the one thing I'll have to say about budgeting in the Philippines is if you want to live like a Filipino, you can live on $300 a month, especially if you're rooming with 2 or 3 other people, you're part of a family. But
It
the
depends.
majority of the expats are the major breadwinner. You've usually got a wife and children, and they're not working. So, you got to take that into account. And one of the biggest expenses is groceries. And if you can handle the groceries and you really don't need a lot of air conditioning, you can live pretty good.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. Nothing
I love it
for
when
now.
you talk about the Philippines and how much it costs. Would you say that an American could live on $1,200 a month here?
I heard some Americans, their money is 750, 800, 900. So it depends. It depends how to use it.
I guess if it's what you got to do, you got to do,
Me,
right?
if I have 500, as long as I have a place that, of course, if you have a $500 a month, of course, you find a place like renting a place. So you need to
For
be
60 or 80 bucks, yeah.
Yeah, you know how to fit in your money that you're not going hungry.
Right.
So
basically, you want to have a roof over your head. You want to be able to eat and drink and maybe go out. Very little entertainment. Maybe a one movie a month type thing. But you've got the beaches here; they're free. You've got all the waterfalls and hiking and the swimming pools. Yeah.
The swimming pool.
We go to the government pool here.
Discount.
There's 5 swimming pools down there. And I showed pictures in the budget video here of the swimming pool. It's 50 pesos. So that's only 90 cents to go swimming. Our pool here is 100 pesos. So we're paying like $1.78
Of course, you're in the
to go to the pool, but you're in a subdivision and you got the pool to yourself. All to yourself. You got the whole swimming pool. It's really beautiful. And we got a gazebo to the left. Just really nice. If you go out to the resort, like Chavez, you're looking at 50 cents. 50 pesos. So about 90 cents to go to a spring-fed Olympic-sized pool, and you can sit in the gazebos for free. Really nice. So you don't have to spend a lot of money entertaining yourself. And if you ride a motorcycle, go forever. She's got a Fazio, and we haven't even. How long have you had Fazio? A year?
Yes, almost.
Yeah.
For all.
We haven't put a second tank full of gas in it yet. I've got a NMAX, and I ride it all the time, and I spend about $4 a month in gas, and I do try to ride my NMAX all the time. But the van, the Toyota Rush, runs about $50. So anyway, thank you for watching the video, and hopefully showing you some of the grocery prices really helped. I'll do a video each month to show you our 2,000. We're gonna average about $2,000 a month in spending, but our budget is $3,000, and hopefully we don't ever go over that. That'll be the plan. But
for me, I'm pretty sure I'm not, because I eat just dried fish under rice.
Fish and rice.
Yes.
And we make enough money. Our budget is not what we make. I didn't put in there how much income we bring in, but the idea is, let's save at least half of what we bring in. Why not?
Yeah.
We're living here in the Philippines and enjoying ourselves. It's a fantastic budget. It is half the price of what it was in the U.S. And I love the U.S., but Elma's from here, and that's why we're here. And one of the fringe benefits is that it costs anywhere from 40 to 50% of what it costs to live in the U.S. So anyway, thank you for watching our budget video with Trading with Rich, living here in the Philippines, and see you on the next budget video.
Bye.
Bye.